Happy Saturday. This is Joy, and I have kind of a large project to do today. This is my name's Joyani, and this is Scrappin' in My Own Private Idaho. And today I have a fun project that you can either use as a wreath or a layout. And I'm going to give you several ideas, and we're going to get started. I am using the Halloween spells from Stampin' Up, which is an online special, and I will put the information on how you can get that if you don't have a Stampin' Up person. You can also use any other supplies that you might have on hand. I love this one because it's really brightly colored. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So on October 1st, I'm going to slide this over so that I can kind of focus on one layout at a time, because I do have a little bit of an attention issue, and I'll tell you exactly what I've done first. So I'm going to do this left side first, and this was inspired by some artwork that is in the catalog. And also, if you follow April Rainey, she made a really cute Halloween layout using this wreath. So as you, some of you are getting a box and are going to be a part of my 31 days of treats. I'm going to go ahead and put this one over here. I really do, because I do have a little bit of an attention deficit issue. Those of you know me that know that's very true. And I do have a hard time talking and crafting at the same time. So I'm going to kind of scoot this over. The first thing that I've done is I have splattered the background of both of my layouts. And this is just a gloss spray. I like it because it looks very spooky. It's I'll link it below. It is not a Stampin' Up thing, but it is. I still have some left over from my Close to My Heart days, so I am going to use my stash. So to make it a little bit spookier, and I'm going to go ahead, and I do this often, I'm just going to draw a line all the way down, and it just kind of helps out. It adds a little bit to the layout. You'll notice if you are a particular person, which of course you know I am not, you could use a ruler and make this exactly straight. And now that I mention rulers, I don't think I brought mine over, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, and then I'm going to go come down this way. I am also going to add a little bit of ink to this layout. And if you are not liking the way your layouts look, just add another layer. So this is actually 2 layers, and they're super simple. I am not, some people do some incredible things with mixed media. I am not that talented. So what I'm using is I don't have any of the large stamp pads from Stampin' Up. I have ones from my leftover Close to My Heart days. So when I am putting this down, so I made this so that I would not have to move everything all at once, because I'm afraid I will not, when I transfer it over, I won't remember what I've done. So I'm just going to kind of lift. Underneath this, I had a very old, here it is. So I have this circle. This has been in my stash since the beginning of time. If you've been with Close to My Heart for a long time, you might remember this. And so my picture is going to go, it's going to go by 4 by 6. Sometimes we do pictures of things that have happened, and this is actually for an event that's going to happen. As I started to tell you, I am doing a 31-day countdown for candy, and I've done a previous layout that talked about that a little bit. I am going to show you how to adjust it for the page protector. It's just I haven't found a way I really love, so I'm still working on it. So what I'm doing with this is I'm going to add a little bit of color. And I want it to color kind of round so that it kind of gives a spookish spookish, is that a word? I'm going to use a spookish color around it, and I'm just going to add a little bit. It's going to be very subtle, and I love how it goes on. I love how it goes on that black, and it just makes it kind of like it's, I don't know, I really like it. So this is pear, the color that if you have a Stampin' Up! Color, or if you don't have a green in your stash, the color in this paper is green apple. It's just, yeah, I am retired now, and I just, inks are not on my list of things that I'm doing right now. So I can add more to this as I go along. So you can do two things. You can use this as a layout, or you could actually use it as a candy wreath. This is actually, and if you use it as a candy wreath, of course you wouldn't put your picture in. You would just use this really heavy cardstock. And it was very popular when I first came into Close to My Heart about 17 years ago. So I'm just going to kind of set this one down, and I'm going to show you the two-tone, what I've done with two-tone paper. So we now have two-tone paper, and I am ecstatically happy. So this is the, and I've used all 4 of the, there's 8 patterns in this pack, and I've used all 8 of them in my little wreath, which is kind of fun because then you can look and see, okay, I've seen all of the 8 colors. And I'm also using all of the two-tone cardstock that is in the pack. So now you can buy our two-tone cardstock from Close to My Heart, and I'm gonna, while I do this, I'm gonna talk, otherwise this video is gonna last too long. So I'm just adding glue dots. Ooh, wow, that is not glue dots. That's like the longer ones. I was smart, and I put my glue dots right in back of my filming thing. So if I forget something, it's right back there. Too bad I didn't put a ruler back there. Would have really been genius. Okay, so where did I get the star? The star is from it's called the Sweetest Star, and it is a bundle. It is actually a Christmas thing, and I showed you the artwork from that. So I'm just going to put my star right here. So to help offset that, I cut cardstock. So this is why I love the two-tone cardstock with white core. Do you see what I did there? I ran it through the embossing folder, and see how it's a different color on the back, and then the white core shows up, and it's just so cool looking. So I'm going to slip that under here. I'm also going to do, well, I'm going to set it all down, and then I'm going to go around the corner, and I'll tell you lots of different things. So I have quite a lot to say today. So this is another pattern from there, and I'm just going to put them around. They might have to be closer. This is my favorite pattern of this, and you can see later on I cut letters out of it. I had it in my last layout, and see how nice that is. That's pear. It's an old color from Close to My Heart, but it matches the green apple, and you can see on the back of it. See how I also with the white core, see how I sanded that? I took sanding paper and I sanded it, and it gives you some white tips on your white core. So white core paper, it's kind of like adding a little bit of more fun to this. I'm just going to set these around to make sure I have them the way I want them, and that they're not all. Now, interestingly enough, this is my least favorite one, because it just doesn't, I mean, that one's okay. It doesn't, when I put it there, it's just not as fun. Oops. I can't have a green and a green, so I think I'm going to put the orange. Let's see. Let's grab a purple. See how I've done the purple? So I sanded some of them. I've used embossing folders. Another thing that you can do with two-tone paper is you can, let's put that over and see. I think that one might be there. That's probably the one. Another thing that you can do with two-tone paper is you can do tone on tone. I couldn't do that because I don't have any of the close Stampin' Up's stamp pads yet. So, but you could stamp on the lighter side with your regular ink, and it gives you a really nice effect too. So the versatility of having two-tone paper is fantastic. And later on I'm going to show you with my Cricut cuts, it's even better with Cricut cuts because it allows you to the two-tone allows you to have a lot more depth in your cutting. I knew I wouldn't be able to put this back. That's why I, in theory, I'm gonna, I might have to spread some of this out. And I'm gonna just do a light, so you can kind of get the idea. I'll put that purple one over there. And so what this is going to be for is, I have an upcoming retreat, and so our theme is trick or retreat. So this is going to be, all of us will have our picture. I've got a backdrop that I'm going to do, and let me see what I can switch out here. Can I do it in purple? Yeah, I'll do purple here. Shove them around. That's purple right here. Okay, so this is truly random, and then I'm going to glue everything down. This is going to go right here. Oops, there's my Stripey. I just can't forget this guy. He's so cute. I'm going to have this one go up here. Okay, and there's no rhyme or reason. It is just what you like. And then this title will go here. And you can see, can you see on the, this is a Cricut cut, and can you see, I'm going to hold it up closer, how nice it is when you have the Cricut cuts. That's the light side and that's the dark side. So it just gives you so much more options. So this side is down and ready to cut out, but wait, there's more. So for those of you who are doing the boxes, what I thought would be great fun is when you are done eating the candy, so this is leftover candy pieces, you could add your candy. So this is like a little, Hershey's, and it gives you a sneak peek of what I'm going to do. And those videos will start on the 1st of October. I will be doing one a day, and we'll be making treats like this. This is an example of one of the treats we have. It's a little Hershey, and it's a mummy. So when you're done, you could like totally add on to your layout and add the treats. So this is going to have a candy in the middle. So when you're done, you could splatter this and you could stick it underneath. So that way you're not just making cute candy holders. When you're done, you could actually take the candy out and put it on your wreath, and it would be super, super fun. So that is the left side, and it's using DSP paper, the two-tone paper, and what am I forgetting? DSP, the two-tone paper. I feel like I'm forgetting something. And oh, all of these, this was, I'll show you this one. This was an embossing folder. It's called, I'm not for sure what it's called, but this is one of the embossing folders that are available in the catalog. And I think there's others that are coming up, and I'll show you what those look like. Okay, so that is page 1. I'm not going to glue it all down while you watch because you get the idea. So anyway, so that was great fun. You can add all of that mixed media. Okay, now my second layout is this layout is actually a different sketch. It is by Scrap a Sketch has, and this one's sketch number 133. Every week there is a new sketch on Scrap a Sketch, and so that's what this one is. And I'm going to move a lot of things over. This one has a lot to it here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and move everything to the side. And This was kind of tricky, to be quite honest, to get the cuts. This was kind of tricky. And let me show you the sketch so you can see what I'm working from. I loved the sketch. So these two layouts are going to be side by side in my album. However, okay, but they are not. It's not a two-page layout really, because this is, like I said, this is a sketch by a different person. This is from Scrap a Sketch, which is a Facebook group you can pop over, and I followed the layout pretty closely. I'll put some still pictures on my Facebook group, which is Joy Ani, Scrap in My Own Private Idaho, on how I actually took pictures of how I cut these triangles. It was not easy, let me tell you. Okay, so what I did, and what I'm going to do first is, there are lots of layers to this layout as well. So, and I'll show you some more of my fun that I've been having with my two-tone cardstock. All right, the beauty of two-tone cardstock. Okay, so this is the DSP that is called Halloween Spells, and I'm going to go ahead and at some point this I have been using the same adhesive for a while. It's because every time I go to film, I can't find it. Okay. So I'm not going to draw around the black line with this layout because it's already black. And you can see that I have sprayed it, and the only thing I do is I put it in a box, I hold it up from an angle. Oops, but before I do that, I want to go ahead and add some. I had so much fun adding the green pear, which if you have Granny Apple, that's the Stampin' Up color, please feel free to add it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this under here. I like to start off because I have blotches. My hands aren't the best at doing what I want them to do, so sometimes I wind up with too solid of things, so I like to go up this way. But I love this combination of this gloss spray and this green. I think it looks super spooky. So, and this one I am going to, so I'm going to follow it pretty closely. You can see that I've done the angles, just like, I'll put that up there. See how I'm doing the angles? I'm using this paper. And it's not perfectly the way she did it, but I spent way too much time. The Stampin' Up adhesive is a lot more sticky than the cheap stuff I'm used to using. So, okay, and then I'm going to put this right here. And I will link everything that I've used because I used quite a bit of Stampin' Up product. And oops, it is not, it's hanging off the edge. That's the problem when you have a black paper and a black mat. Okay, so that is my base. It kind of gives you this triangle-y thing. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place my pictures, but I'm not going to adhere them down. So look at this cool thing. So I did not sand this because I like the way it looked. So this is another embossing folder that's available right now. And she has it kind of cockeyed. And oops, so I have this one, which is my favorite paper out of the pack. She has it kind of going like this. And then my 4x4 is going to go there. I was going to use pattern paper, but I thought, oh, that's a waste because you can't see any of it. So then here is the other one. You can see it. It's a little bit, you can see a little bit stronger. So that one is that one. And then I'm going to do, and I'm going to kind of monkey these around because I went with a bigger title. So my title is Hocus Pocus, Need Candy to Focus. And isn't that the truth? So I'm going to put this right here, kind of. And I'm not going to adhere these until I get my title out. So, for my title to fit, I need it to start at 7 1/4. I pre-did this, so I got to move my little kitty cat out of here. got other things I'm going to be doing here. Okay, so I'm going to do 7 1/4, and I am going to go 2 in. So I've got that down, 7 1/4, 2 in. And when I am taping, I'm sure you do not want to see me sit and glue all of these crazy pieces on. So I use the Xyron, and this is a Stampin' Up! Alphabet die. Their 2 alphabet dies are, I have a lot of alphabet dies actually, and I absolutely love this one. It's narrow, so I can put a long title and it will work. So I'm thinking this is going to go right here. It can go a little bit on the picture like that. I don't mind that. But it looks okay. This is my hard part, where I'm trying to put things on here and make them straight. Even with a ruler, sometimes I can manage to get things crooked. So I'm super excited about the activity that I'm having. Starting October 1st, I will have a treat video every day using paper crafting, of course. And you can just pop by, and I've done a scrapbook layout if you want to document that on this channel. I need to make a playlist for just Halloween. I always think that I don't really like Halloween, but I must. I look forward to the pumpkin patch. So this is Hocus Pocus. Need candy to focus. And I'm going to tell you how I got my other title. So this is just cut out of that striped paper. That's why I love the striped paper. Isn't that so much fun for a title? There's different letters there. Hocus Pocus. Okay, and then I'm going to leave a little bit of space. I'm going to leave it right there, and then Hocus Pocus. And then I will make all these other things fit. And we have some things to add to it. And I'm actually even going to embellish a little bit. I'm kind of excited about embellishing on this one because I have the stamp set that I can use. So when I am doing layouts, my big thing is I usually start with a sketch. And after the sketch, then I look for a cute title. I want my scrapbooks to be fun, and I think if you have a cute title, that will... Oh, I'm busy, honey. Thank you. She has just finished her math, and she is ready to do something else. So this is our Hocus Pocus. And, alright, now that we have that on there, we can add our other fun things. So they have a picture down here, and instead of flowers, I'm just not a flower person, I have this cute little cauldron. And the cauldron has, so this is off of, so I got you can get a bundle. The first pack of paper I got was with a bundle, and I will show you, this is the die cut. And I wasn't going to get the die cut. The reason I got this one was because of, I'm going to use this for a St. Patrick's Day. So I'm doing, and look at how, so this is the black two-tone paper. You can see that it's black on the back and it's lighter, which is perfect because when you go to stamp black on black, you can't see any of the details. And so this way you can I can make my little kitty cat stand up here. And I'm going to be so very brave. You're going to be so impressed with me. I am going to add these bubbles. I think so. This is going to be that, and I'm going to have the bubbles behind. I'm going to scoot this down a little bit. I'm using my pear ink, and this is why I love, 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 love the see-through stamps. For scrapbookers, for card makers, I guess it's not that big of a deal. But for card makers, for scrapbooking, if you are stamping on a layout, you want it to be, oh, that is so fun. So I'm going to pop that up a little bit. I'm going to put this picture right here. So let's go ahead and commit and put this one down. And I want my little stripes to show because that's what makes it so cute. And so I will take pictures of all of us making our fun little candy things. And this was a lot of prep, I guess you would say, but I love the look of it. And I've used, it lends itself so much for embellishing. I do have some black things, that black little diamond acrylic things that I will add to this probably after I film. So I'm going to pop this up because it will look so much better. And that way I can slide my picture under. If you do not have, like this, I am not going to have my pictures before I have the layout completed. So when you do that, just go ahead and pop up whatever you're overlapping. And it looks so much better. If you overlap your things, it looks so much better. I tend to be very linear, and if you look at the really cute layouts, it's because they have pop-dotted things. So I'm going to have that right there. I'm going to put it at the edge so my picture can go right underneath. And don't you love those little things? And just wait till you see what we're going to do. For this cauldron, we will be making a candy holder out of it. And if you are not a person that gets the box, please just follow along my channel for the entire month of October. I promise I will give you ideas of things that you can use from your stash, because I am not a wasteful person, and I just love it when we use our stash. I know that it's not my responsibility to make sure people don't overspend money, but it does make me happy when we can use up our stash. I'm going to put this right here, and then I'm going to put, instead of flowers, I'm going to put a little candy, and that will be, so I've stayed really true to the sketches, and I absolutely love Scrap Sketch. Is I haven't done all of their layouts, but it's in my wheelhouse to do, because you follow their sketches and you always wind up with something you think, wow, I can't believe I made that. And I feel like the gal that runs it, her name's Lisa. I don't know where she gets all her ideas from, to be quite honest. I would run out of ideas, and that's why I do sketches, is because after a while it's kind of like eating your own cooking every day. So this one, they have theirs farther down, but I'm not doing that because, remember, I'm doing a longer title. And and this is my, so this is going to go right here. So, and I'll pop up this as well. So it says, Hocus Pocus, I need candy to focus. And this was made with a Cricut, and it is, I hate little teeny tiny letters. I hate adhering them. So anytime you have super small stuff like this, what you can do is you can change it from cut, change it to print, and then it will print it. And yeah. And I usually don't design my own titles. I do, like, that's why I like this particular font and that one, because I will, if I need a small title, I can come up with something. But I normally go to Cricut and get all of my Cricut titles from people who are smarter than I am. So this one, the picture still can slide down in there. And I have all of these cute, I want to show you how fun it is to use two-tone paper. That one I think is going to have to go that one. I tend to have things really cockeyed, but last layout I did, I got things too cattywampus as well. So if you would like to look at more still pictures, and if you are interested in how I cut this paper, it is too hard to, there's no way I was going to do that online because I had to change things 3 or 4 times. I don't have my white place photo here, but I will add that. Just use your imagination. That's going to be there. And then I'm going to add a few more bubbles, just random. I love these little bubbles. They're so cute. See, that one didn't stamp right, so I can just go right back over the top of it because it is a acrylic stamp. The stamp's great. So this is one of the candies. How very odd. I must have not cut out the purple, so I guess we're going to do green. So on the, oh, here they are. Here is the purple, so this is on the dark side. And so then I cut these out on the light side. So see, because it's two-tone paper, otherwise you would have had to get 2 different paper packs or 2 different paper pieces to do that. And this way it gives so much detail. If you're a Cricut, if you love the Cricut like I do, you are going to absolutely love. And I'm probably not going to spend a lot of time fussing because I will spend it forever. Please come back to the channel and pop over and you can see what I finally came up with. And I don't know. I think I'm going to set this one. I don't like that over there. I'm going to do that one. And then I have some green ones that I can add to. And I do like the candy corn. And the candy corn is, we're doing some candy corn kind of icons. So we can put that right there like that. That cluster. And I'll pop those up, and then I'll have one over here, so that gives me kind of a triangle. And then I will add some over here. Put lots of candy over on this bottom side. I don't know why I'd like to. And I'll show you what the green looks like. So this is the dark green. And that's dark green, so I could do it that way. But I'm going to put it on the light, and you can see how much more it shows up. Love two-tone paper. I was so happy. So in this pack, you can get two-tone cardstock in Stampin' Up! Colors. The colors that they have in this pack are Granny Apple, Gorgeous Grape, and Pumpkin Pie, and the black, which is my absolute favorite. We didn't have two-tone black paper with Close to My Heart. It is something that Stampin' Up! Did, and I gotta tell you, I love it. It's fantastic. So I'm gonna put this one right here, and then I'll put a purple one down here, and we are going to be done. So I will show you the two together. Even though they are not designed to be together, they still look fantastic together. And how I managed to make them look okay sitting in a page next to them. And that way, if I take more pictures, I can make this a 4-page quite easily. So these were not designed together, but see how it works, because I've done some elements. Oops, that's like upside down. I repeated things. What I repeated was the speckling and the paper, and even the titles are backed in the same. So even though these were not, quote, a 2-page layout, they work really well as a companion page. And so I would like to thank her for, Lisa, for such a beautiful layout. And you know what I'm thinking is, I might just add a whole bunch of bubbles going up and round that out. So stop by and see what my final, and when you look at these layouts, the final product is always on, when you come in on the thumbnail. That's what I finally did. And I'm going to add some, I think I'm going to add some green bubbles over here, and I do have some black acrylics that I can add. So I hope you'll use your stash, or this paper is really fun. Like I said, I wasn't going to buy the stamp set. Let me show that to you. So this is called Potion and Spells. I was not going to buy it, but I loved this cauldron, and I'm going to make a candy holder out of it for both Halloween, and then on St. Patrick's Day, I won't do 31 days. I'll probably do about 17 of crafts every day that you can make for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm not a card maker, but I really, really like to make little little gifties that you can give people. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. I hope you'll like and subscribe to my channel, and pop over to my business page, which is Joy Ani, Scrap in My Own Private Idaho, and please like and subscribe and follow there as well. Have a great day, and talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.